It's time now for the 5th Down with Jeff Schaefer and Travis Kozak.
Welcome to a special Thursday edition of the 5th Down. I'm Jeff Schaefer.
And I'm Travis Kozak. Teams couldn't wait to get back on the gridiron for Week 2 action, and one pair of local squads already playing arguably the biggest game of the year.
Yeah, that's right. Onaway and Rogers City meeting for their annual rivalry contest to decide who's top dog in Presque County. The Hurons hosting the Cards in this year's clash, hoping that home field advantage would help notch a win after last season's blowout. Onaway, though, already up 13-zip in the first, looking for more when Matt Tolini's pass tipped and picked by Chris Lopez. RC, though, couldn't capitalize on the ensuing possession. Cards get the ball back early in the second quarter. That's when Jason Sigsby goes to work. Here he takes the pitch around the edge, gets deep into Huron territory inside the Rogers City 30. Later, not sure why the cameraman got faked out on this one. That was me, by the way, because you know they're giving it to Sigsby. He takes it in for 6 to make it 19-0 Onaway. Later, some more momentum for the Cards as Tolini throws his fellow QB Lopez to the ground for the sack. RC stopped again on that drive, but Onaway gives it right back. Tolini can't handle the snap. Clay Nadolski pounces on it for the Hurons, and they would cash in on the very next play. Lopez now playing receiver. He goes up and gets it, then scampers to the end zone for 6. RC's on the board. That got the lead to 19-6 Onaway, but the Cards respond immediately on a 4th and short. They go to the air. Tolini hits Tommy Auger over the middle, and he's gone. 25-6 Cards at that point. The teams traded scores again before the half. Onaway too much for Rogers City in this one. Cardinals win big, 50-12.
Now elsewhere in Presque County, the Vikings and Rockets squaring off in the 8-man game, and early on it was all Rapid River. We pick it up in the first. Rapid River already up 8, and they're going for more. Pat Pryl sneaks behind the defense, and Jake Pearson finds him for the score. They have the 2-point conversion to go up 16-0. Now in the second quarter, Pearson looking to pass again. He's rolling out and slings it down the sideline, and this time it's Robert Metter beating the Vikings D for 6. And another 2-point conversion pushes the lead to 24. However, the Vikings wouldn't go away. Ensuing drive, it's 4th down, and Brandon Dietz is punting. Psych, he's going to throw. He gets it to Nick Hinska for the 1st down, and they're driving. Now a few plays later, Hinska is at it again. He's a man, and he muscles his way in for the score. The Vikes add a 2-point conversion of their own to cut the deficit to 16. But the Rockets just too much to handle in this one. They roll to the easy victory, 54-14.
Now we've got a few out-of-town scores to get you caught up on. Tawas came up just short against Beaverton. The Braves found the end zone late, but couldn't convert the 2-point conversion to tie the game. Mayo taking on Muskegon Heights Public School Academy, and the Bolts too came up short in a 25-18 loss.
Hale picked up its first win of 2012, 28-6 over Saginaw Buena Vista. Kelby Krivia carried the load for the Eagles, racking up 228 yards and 1 score on the ground. Last week, both AuGres-Sims and Alcona started the season with a pair of wins.
That's right, and while the Wolverines smoked Big Rapids Crossroads 62-zip, mistakes plagued the Tigers, who escaped with a 14-0 win over Rogers City. Now, Alcona hit the road to AuGres this week. Only one squad to keep its perfect record intact. And early on, looked like it was going to be the Tigers. You didn't see much of this last week. Plan on seeing it plenty for the rest of the season, though. Nathan Bettis gets some space, and he's gone. The touchdown puts the Tigers on the board early, and later more Alcona. This time, it's the QB, Cody Franklin. Keeps it to the outside, uses his speed, and gets in for another score for the Tigers. They weren't done yet. That made it 12-0, and on the ensuing 2-point conversion, this time, a little bit of trickery. The play fake. Franklin goes up top to Austin Cole in the end zone. 2-point conversion, good to make it 14-zip. A little bit of life here for the Wolverines as Ryan Caulfield lays out Franklin with that hit. That, though, one of the few highlights for the Wolverines. Alcona wins this one big, 50-8.
Over in Hillman, University Liggett traveled up from near Detroit to take on the Tigers, but it didn't take the Knights long to shake off the rust from the long bus ride. First quarter, Nate Gagnon sets up the screen with Drew Jerome. It's a foot race to the end zone, and Jerome wins. Knights up 6 early. Ensuing kickoff now, Kenny Colcan providing a spark for the Tigers. He's getting a little bit fancy with the footwork and flexing his muscles too. He would go down hard, though. He would leave the game. That's a big loss for the Tigers. He rushed for over 200 yards a week ago, so not a good sign for the Tigers. Let's jump to the second quarter now. The Tigers on the offensive. Tyler Jones rolls to his left, throws back to the middle, and that doesn't usually end up well. You see why right there. Daniel Baird picks it off. That gives the Knights great field position, and, well, Charles Jones knows what to do with great field position. He takes it to the house. The Knights convert the two-point conversion. That puts them up 14-0, and it was all Knights the rest of the night. They pitched the shutout in Hillman, 42-0.
Now, before we go, we're taking a quick trip out to Oscoda, an incredibly quick one, actually, because we missed most of the action between the Owls and Roscommon. That's probably a good thing for you Oscoda fans out there, though, because the Bucks win this one big, dropping Oscoda to 0-2.